Once upon a time, in ancient Greece, there was a king in the kingdom of Phrygia named Midas. He had a lovely daughter, but at the same time, King Midas was greedy and ruthless, caring only for his own wealth and power. He wanted to have more gold than any king in the world, but he wanted more. The king's daughter is named Goldie. She hates her father's obsession with gold and wishes he would spend more time with her. One day, King Midas received Dionysus, the god of wine. To entertain the guest, King Midas invited the court musicians to play for them, and a banquet was held with hundreds of tables and delicious food. Dionysus, the god of wine, was very pleased with the hospitality. At the end of the feast, the god of wine graciously asked King Midas what he wished for. In a fit of greed, King Midas said,
"Grant me the magic of the golden hand. Everything I touch will turn to gold."
The god of wine nodded.
No problem. I'll make your wish come true.
The king was not at first convinced that the god of wine could actually fulfill such a wish, so he went to his rose garden to admire the beautiful flowers. "I'll give this to my dear Goldie," he thought as he picked one out. Suddenly, the rose turned to pure gold. The same thing happened with another rose, and soon he had a basket of gold roses. He was so happy that he rushed back to the palace. He put the golden roses in a vase, and the vase became pure gold. He pulled out a chair and sat down, and the chair became gold. The king laughed, ran around, touched everything, and turned almost everything in the palace into gold. Finally, he collapsed in his golden chair, exhausted, and his emotions slowly calmed down. He ordered a cup of tea, and as soon as he touched the cup, it turned to gold.
What if I can't eat or drink? If everything I touch turns to gold, I'll starve to death. I'd starve to death.
The king muttered to himself. By now, the king was getting worried. At that moment, the king's daughter Goldie appeared and rushed to give him a hug. Suddenly, he saw that his beloved daughter had turned into pure gold. When the king saw that she looked like a beautiful little gold statue, he burst into tears. He shouted to his servants,
"Stop the car and bring back the god of wine."
Soon the servants appeared with the god of wine.
"God of wine, please withdraw that wish. What was I thinking? The most precious thing in my world is Goldie, not gold."
Well, your wish is now dashed.
The god of wine did his magic and spoke to the king. Immediately Goldie changed from a golden statue to a little girl, and the king picked her up and kissed her on her lovely face. The king took her in his arms and kissed her on her lovely face. All the golden objects in the palace were restored to their natural state. The king hugged his daughter Goldie tightly, who had learned a valuable lesson today, and who smiled lovingly at her father. After that, the king ordered to share all her gold with the people of his kingdom, and everyone in the kingdom was very happy to know that they would never worry about money again. And they were even happier that their king finally realized that money is not the most important thing in life. So, children, what did you get from this story? This story tells us that money cannot solve all problems. Even with unlimited wealth, King Midas was still not satisfied, which means that money is not the same as happiness, and that what really matters is family and health, and that it is not too late to realize your mistakes. Another thing we can learn from King Midas is that he finally admitted his mistake and asked for help to turn the situation around. This shows that even though we have made a mistake, we still have a chance to make it right if we admit it in time and ask for help. I hope you enjoy this story and learn some important values from it.